Hello crafty community, this is Sherry. I have a junk journal, a Christmas junk journal to share with you. This is going out to my crafty BFF in Tennessee, Chastity. We decided to make junk journals for each other for Christmas this year because we enjoy it so much, and we have been working on these for months for each other. Hers is in the mail and wrote to me, and I plan to get this out in the mail today. So I hope you enjoy this flip through. I really enjoyed making it. I feel like it turned out really well. I used some fabric from my stash and lace from my stash for the cover. I did a little bit of sewing, but most of the cover is actually hot glued and to some heavy paper. I used the twine binding method, which I will link the tutorial video below that I used for this. I have made 4 signatures for the journal with 36 pages in each signature. And I added 1 extra signature because my crafty friend Chastity, she can fill these babies up. So, I added the twine for signature. She can fill these babies up pretty quick. And so I made that so that she would be able to add 1 extra signature if she wanted. Okay, let's begin. And that's what the back looks like. The closure is just some of the fabric, and I just sewed it into the inside cover. So as you can see, it's got plenty of room to grow, but it's already kind of big. Made the thing show like that. Handmade with love. I just used a variety of Christmas papers from my paper stash. And a lot of these papers are from one collection that had a lot of just beautiful printed pages, and they made some beautiful pages here in the journal. There's some extra pages for her to make things out of. We did not decorate the journal very much. We're just letting each other decorate our own journals because that's part of the fun. Some tags. I found some cute clips. Inside here are a lot of tickets that she can use to make embellishments for her pages. This is from that one paper collection. I think it's a Recollections collection, if I recall. It is an older collection. I've had it for years. This is from that collection. Here's a little Christmas music printout that I got. Found some free Christmas ephemera on, I believe, Google Images. You can search for free vintage images. I gave her one of these glittery gingerbread men. I believe the dollar store was selling those, and then this one I decorated, and he looks kind of creepy. If you just look at this part, not creepy. When you add those eyes, it's just a little weird. This was the only decorating I did, the Surrounded by Love. There's a little tuck spot. This envelope has some vintage images in it. Made a couple of mini doilies. Tucked a little glittery snowflake in there. I put an eyelet here and tied a bow. Isn't this paper just gorgeous? This is flocked. This Santa hat is, or snowman hat is flocked. I just think that's so pretty. Here I just put a border. I've had a set of these borders for a long time too. It's so pretty. Here's some extra little bits of paper from the things that I made for the journal, and so I added those in there. She can use those to make embellishments or for layering and all those things. There's nativity scene from an old Christmas book that I took apart. Here's some vintage ephemera. Here's a big tag that I made that has a journal spot behind it, using these 2 papers that match. A couple little mittens that I made. This has a lot of things I fussy cut, those free vintage images, little tiny images and tags and things like that. Here I just did a little, I made a stamp, a foam stamp that is a scallop border, and I added that. Here's a little bit of extra stuff. We're in the middle of the second signature right now. I'm trying not to take too long. Here's some things you can use for layering. Here's one of those library pockets from Little Hot Tamale. Oh, my little... Might want to try that again. And I can link her her tutorial for the library pockets below because she gives you the templates. And I also used her template for the Handmade with Love. And her template also has these cute little library cards. One that fits the little pocket and one that fits the big size pocket. So that's one of my favorites of hers. Here's a little like tag or bookmark that I made, and I just stapled a couple of bits of leftovers from the lace and the fabric on the inside cover. Here's another coin envelope, vintage coin envelope with some vintage ephemera in it. Here's some frames that I put in this belly band. I just think the paper is so beautiful. Here's some scripture verses for celebrating Advent. And a little kind of doily tuck spot there. And this snowflake paper is flocked also. Made a pocket here and put another little doily in there, and then a doily that I sprayed gold glitter mist, glimmer mist on that to kind of help it look older. I clipped in another one of those library pockets from Little Hot Tamale, and it has a little tiny decoration on there. And I made a clip using some extra fabric. Here's some Christmas tree patterns I cut out. A little bit of vintage ephemera there. I just made a couple of tags. They have wood veneer hearts on them. They're rounded corners that she can use however she wishes. Here's some tags I fussy cut. And here's some little pieces that could be used. These are from this paper collection here, which I got at Tuesday morning. Beautiful paper collection with some beautiful traditional Christmas colors. It's a couple little vintage things in there that I added. I did a couple of more eyelets and then just put some eyelash yarn in this one. As you can see, I trimmed some of the edges. The middle of each of the signatures has a special print from that one collection that takes up both pages. I thought that was kind of a nice touch. A little more vintage ephemera. There's one of those clips, some more little pieces. Here's some tags I made that she can use if she wants to. This is an envelope that was given to me in a swap last Christmas that I attached here to hold those tags. Some journaling cards, some tags from that Recollections paper collection. There's another clip, a little journal or some journaling pages, or you can use them for making lists. There are some magazine pages that I've added to the collection. There's some Merry Christmas on vellum. Here's some little tags cut from the paper, the tiny little journaling card that I made, and some more little tiny tags, all in an envelope that I just cut in half and attached. I've been trying to make crepe paper, ruffled crepe paper, using Little Hot Tamales tutorial, and this was not my best piece. It's one of the first ones I did, but it's really fun, and I've been practicing that and doing that more and more. But I wanted to add one of those in here. Here's some flowers that I die cut that she can add to the journal. Tuck spot here, just made out of an embossed piece of paper. Here's some tags that I cut, and another embossed piece of paper to make that envelope. So a couple of tiny envelopes. Here's some more pieces like titles and sayings and things that she can use in the journal. There's a tuck spot. I clipped a C and a J, those Tim Holtz little alphabet cards. This envelope I printed from the internet. If it's a collection that I paid for, I will put the link below. If it was just a free image, I won't. I can't remember if these came from a collection I paid for, because like I said, we've been working on these for months, so. And these postcards I just got out of a postcard book, which is a remake of old vintage postcards. And you just punch them out of a book. And then I just added this to this belly band. Here is some more of that envelope that I used earlier that I cut in half to make a tuck spot on this page. A couple of tags. Oh, some of the end of the fabric. I know there's a special name for that, but I don't recall what it is, and I use one of those Tim Holtz pins to pin that to the vellum. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. There'll be more coming. I'm just going to keep them coming. I'm having fun with this crafty life and making YouTube videos and showing y'all what I'm up to, and hearing back from everyone, your feedback, etc. So thank you all for watching. Hope you can find some time for some crafting therapy. There we go. Bye-bye.